What's up YouTube? I'm back with another video, and just as the title states, more spoon parts. Hey, can't complain when there's more spoon parts coming in. This part has more to do with adding more rigidity to the S2000. And so what I'm gonna be talking about today is the spoon center brace bar. As you can see here, it does say for the AP1 models and AP2. What I want to talk about is something regarding this. Apparently this piece right here will only fit on the AP1 models from, I guess, 99 to 2003 models, and early AP2 models 04 and 05, pretty much the year model that my car is an 05. And the AP2 models, the newer AP2 models from 06 to 09, unfortunately this part will not fit. There's something a little bit different on the tunnel bracket that won't allow this part to fit right, or the screws to line up right. I have no idea what's the difference in the tunnel as far as for fitment goes. So let me open it and see what it looks like. Okay, so it's wrapped in bubble wrap, which is good. It's pretty small. For some reason I was expecting it to be a little bit bigger. As you can see here, this is the, let's see how it goes. Oh, this sucks. All right, so it would go like this on the bracket, and this will be facing downwards, and this will be facing the drive shaft with a plaque, which is kind of weird, I guess, but it doesn't matter. Let me open this real quick. All right. So from what I'm noticing is this has like a nice weight to it for the most part. I'm kind of curious to see how much the OEM little tunnel bracket, a little ugly looking hook that they left on there, how much that weighs compared to this. I don't have a scale. I'm not gonna weigh it with a little scale or anything like that. I mean, I'm just gonna kind of feel it in hand to see what the difference is. I'm assuming this might be a little bit lighter. Not that it's gonna make a big drastic difference when you're driving the car, but yeah. For the most part, it looks cool. It feels good. Definitely feels high quality. The only downside I do not like about this part already is that this actually kind of looks like a riveted plaque. This is not a plaque. This is a sticker. You can kind of tell that it's just a little sticker, so you can see the little bubbles right here. And honestly, this kind of disappointing because I was under the impression that it was like a little plaque, but I guess it's not. But nonetheless, it's still cool. I don't know, I'm a little bummed to find this out, you know. If anything, should have been a plaque or something, and it also should have been facing down here instead of up here, because you can't see it when you're underneath the car, if that's the case. But I got it, so it's gonna go on the car, on the S2K, so that's all that matters. It goes to the build. Details. It's a part that prevents any potential flex to the chassis, which is always good. It's not just a useless part or any bling for that matter, but I mean, it does serve its purpose. Hey, another authentic spoon part going to the build. Well, let's go put it on the car and see what it looks like underneath the car, where nobody's gonna be down there to see it. But yeah, let's get started. So I'm underneath the car, and as you can see here, this is the tunnel bracket, this little ugly hook right here. So this is what center brace is going to replace. As you can see here, obviously this is more rigid compared to this.
This looked like it can possibly flex, bend if you accidentally run over something on the road. Luckily that's never happened to me. As you can see, it's held on by 2 bolts right here, size 12. Yeah. So just taking this bracket off, I already noticed that I think they weigh about the same. Doesn't matter which way you put it, as long as the screws go in. Center brace is on. Curious how this is gonna feel. Looks clean, looks a lot more legit. I don't have any plans on taking this off anytime soon, or ever for that matter, so it's gonna stay there for the rest of its life. And yeah, upgrades, spoon, slowly but surely. It's like I said, guys, before, it's always about the details on the build, no matter what. It's definitely what you make it. So all the small things, they all add up. They all play a role so far. Spoon mounts, spoon brace.
I went to go test drive the car, and surprisingly enough, this brace bar, from when I first start the car up on a cold start, well, normally if you watch some of my previous videos, you guys already know I installed spoon motor mounts in the past. They've been, you know, obviously night and day difference from the busted OEM mounts that I had before. What I've noticed with the spoon mounts, they would vibrate over, you know, on the cold start, and then it kind of would, like, you know, settle in, and the vibration would lessen as you're driving. But it still vibrates, you know, even on idle. Especially when you have the AC on, it vibrates a little bit harder, but you know, it never bothered me, so I never made a big deal about it. I mean, to some people it might. Adding this center brace bar, the very strong vibration off of the cold start was just gone. There was no vibration at all, which actually kind of surprised me, because usually my mirrors are like shaking. My rear mirror is shaking as soon as I start it. And as I started, there was like a very light vibration, and it wasn't like rattling like how it normally does. And I was actually pretty shocked, and I was actually impressed that this little bar actually made a difference like that. Spoon part, but it pairs well with the motor mounts, which is pretty cool to know. I'm definitely excited to see how the whole package just comes together later down the road. I do have plans on ordering more spoon parts. So there is more spoon parts that I'm waiting for, other parts that I'm gonna get to eventually. And but yeah, like, man, it's like, I'm getting pretty excited, because like the overall feel, the overall driving experience of the car is gradually improving and feeling way more solid than it ever did before. Even from when I first initially owned the car, which is pretty cool to see. Overall, I am pretty shocked and a bit impressed by this part. As small as it may be, it may not be a big deal to a lot of people, but it's definitely a part that you would have to see for yourself. It's only gonna take a while for these parts to come in, but I know without a doubt it's gonna be worth the wait as soon as I get them. I do my research on some of these parts and see if it's like worth the money, and if it serves a purpose, then, you know, I'm all for it. Can't wait to just add more parts to the car. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys liked it. Stay tuned for more JDM parts for the S2K. So that's gonna be it. I'm out. Peace, y'all.